Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am bringing to you a Venom Face paint that was on my Instagram that I did on a client on Halloween. This one's not going to be as amazing as that one came out, only because I was trying some new products out and I just wasn't a huge fan of it, and I was going to wash this off right after later, but I thought it would be a fun idea to just show you how I did this. So first off, I am starting with the mouth, and I'm just outlining where I want the tongue and the gums to be, and I'm also going to be doing the teeth. And what I used for this is a flat concealer brush, and I just kind of outlined where I wanted the teeth because I wanted it to be a little bit more uniform, but not totally uniformed. And it's kind of like just drawing a downwards flower petal, actually. That's what this reminds me of. You can use a lot of different things for this. On my client, I actually used white cream foundation because I found it to be a lot more opaque, and I went over top of that with a white Inglot gel liner just so it can stay in place, and she said it stayed in place all night. And yeah, so there you go. So now what I'm going to be using to color in the tongue is lipsticks, because that's just what I had and that's what I used on my client, but I set this with a water-based barrier spray, and I would really recommend prepping your skin with this as well to reduce sweating and perspiration and all that stuff. But I really would recommend using water paint or water activated paint for the tongue as well, but you can always just use what you have. I'm just using these lipsticks in the different shades just to give it more depth and dimension and give it a little bit more movement and not to just leave it flat and pink. I'm also going to be shading it in a little bit with gray eyeshadow later on in the video, but this is just the base of the tongue. Now I'm going to be using a flat paintbrush to outline the teeth and color it all in like so. Bam, right there. There you go. And now I'm going to be putting some yellowness on the teeth because I didn't want to leave them white. I wanted them to look a little bit more dingy and worn out. So now I'm going to be taking gray eyeshadow and shading in the teeth so it can look like the lip is overlapping the teeth and casting a shadow onto the teeth. I'm also going to be shading in the tongue like I said earlier in the video, and I'm taking black paint right now and shading in the edges so it can look a little bit more deep and like the mouth is really far back and that his tongue is, you know, ginormous. And yeah. So after adding in the shadows, I'm going to be adding highlights just to make those areas pop more and make it look like it's more 3D. Also, all of the items will be in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. So after adding all the highlights and shadows, I added in the little crease of, you know, everyone has on their tongue, and I colored in the gums the same pink color that I started the tongue out with, and I put a little bit of dimension and creases into the gums just to give it a little bit more life. Now I am starting on the eyes. I really recommend that you trace the eyes out with black paint first instead of white. I don't know why I did this day. I was just being lazy and weird, I don't know. But yeah, definitely trace it out with black and then fill it in with white. It really makes filling the rest of your face in with black a lot easier, and it looks a lot better. You can use a myriad of items for the white. I really recommend eyeliner, something that's going to really stay put and not crease, and maybe setting it with a powder over top. On my client, I actually used white cream foundation and eyeliner to do the eyes just because it was really opaque and I know it wouldn't crease. I also blocked out her eyebrows, so you should keep this in mind. It looks so much better, like you saw in the picture when the video started. So now all that's left is just the little finishing touches, and I'm adding some Venom to my Venom face paint. And I also added in some slashes in the eyes just to make it look a little bit more rough and more like the cartoon. And that is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope I explained things okay. And yeah, have a great blessed day. Peace out.